Deal machine on the mobile Dealz house. And here's the thing, listen, you know I'm in demand all over the place. That's why I got these two big Malakas with me. But anyway, this is the point. It's freezing everywhere, right? It's cold. I came out here to do some research on the weather. So I made this whole new sweatsuit. See, Steel Man's always got you. Sweatsuit, it's a hoodie, it's joggers. It's available right now on the website. So it's a new beanie. You see the new beanie? It's wonderful. I got some other stuff coming too. I got another tracksuit coming because it's freezing. It's winter. You know what I'm saying? And I'm out here doing research for you people. I know you love me. NationalWrestlingAlliance.com/hit the shop button. Right, boys? Right. That's it.
As usual, the show is right on time.
Yeah, baby.
Wait.
Hold on. I think I got this stuck on the screen there. There we go.
Yeah, that was you guys just frozen.
Hey,
welcome to This Is the NWA. You see, Gary, I thought about this in the car the other night, and I thought about it every time we start the show. It's This is the NWA. And I said, screw it. We should just say welcome to This Is the NWA. Anyway, I'm Kyle Davis. I'm the schmuck on here that causes problems. That man is Gary Horne. He's the one with all the ideas. He's sitting in the dark. He's scared because Alex Misery is the guest tonight.
Yeah.
Down in the corner, Danny Dealz, the Dealz man, double D's. He's got all the stuff. He's got the merch. He was the one in the water. By the way, that water was so damn crystal clear. I bet it felt great on your genitals. And Joe Galli, the man, the myth, the legend.
Speaking of genitals. Hey, yo.
You can have your show back, Gary. I love you so much. I'm so happy you guys are back because Joe and I were holding down the fort for both of you while you escaped from Alex Misery's dungeon. And Danny Dealz, we, of course, know was making all everybody's dreams come true on the open seas.
Well, it's just weird. You notice my blinds are open behind me. It's because I don't have to worry about anybody in the backyard tonight because he's going to be on the show.
How do you know he's not going to be live from your backyard?
I don't know that, and that's really kind of what I'm scared of.
I was hoping to share your microphone.
Also, Dealz, thank God you mentioned in that you had the new merchandise up because I just added some photos onto here right now as we're talking, so I can make all of that happen. Anyway, you got some sort of deal code for everybody on the pod today?
You know, maybe I could make one real quick.
Sure, we could talk about that right now. We could talk about all sorts of things. Like the everything that's been happening right now. Just last week, we had Exodus Pro. I saw that right there on the screen. They're saying, is it the hottest thing going on? That remains to be seen, but you could go back. You could watch that on the NWA YouTube channel right after you're done chatting with us and hanging out for a little bit, because why wait? And that's right. That's YouTube/NWA. Have fun with it. Enjoy it. Experience it. Taste it.
You're probably watching us on it right now.
Who knows what's happening? Anyway.
Who's to say?
Yeah.
Danny Dealz, you were talking about the merch, and I wanted to make sure people got to see it because right there, that is the jogger set. And I don't know about you guys, it's been cold, even in Florida as of late. Who said that? Hope everybody's doing well out there. I hope your world that you live in is treating you kindly and you're not dealing with any of the stuff that's been going on. I got a little bit of a cold. I was debating
it was warm in the Virgin Islands.
That's good. I've had a cough for like 2 weeks now, and I keep on trying to find out, is it bird flu? But, you know, they shut down all the communications about stuff like that. So I guess we're going to find out.
Did you eat any eggs?
I eat eggs constantly.
Oh, so there you got the bird flu.
I got that bird flu.
I got
we joke about it until I am the reason an outbreak happens. Ryan Davis, 315 in Cleveland. When in Rome 2, be our guest. You mean this thing? What? When in Rome is the next Exodus Pro show. You can see it right there, ladies and gentlemen, and you could be a part of it live and in person at the Coliseum at the Treelawn Music Hall if you are in the Cleveland area. Otherwise, you know, you might be able to watch it streaming on the NWA YouTube page. Who's to say? Either way, NWALiveEvents.com is where you're going to get them tickets. And while we're talking about them tickets, why stop right there? This weekend coming up, we return to Tampa, Florida. It is an NWA Power taping, and it is sold out, ladies and gentlemen. A few tickets may open in the meantime, but you had the opportunity, and I hope you're going to be there live and in person with us coming up Sunday, February 2nd. It's an early start time, 2 to 5 p.m., and Joe and I were debating this. Is that part of the draw? Is part of the appeal that you don't have to stay out all night with your kids, your family, and everything? You can enjoy some wrestling, go home, do that damn thing before work the next day. Is this something in the chat you want to tell us about? Should we have earlier shows? Is this a thing now? Let us know.
I have to believe that's part of it because, you know, I don't know.
Alex Misery does like to hang out late at night, though.
Well, it always has been a thing on Sunday shows. Right?
Alex Misery likes to hang out late at night, but like in alleyways and in the rafters and
In your
places
window.
like that, in my window, that kind of thing. But
Let's see.
Anthony Green makes
Anthony
excellent-
Green.
Yes, he does. International sensation. I was trying to click on this, but then it moved. Kyle, did you get your revenge against the Thrillbilly? The only way I get revenge on Thrillbilly is to live my life to its fullest and do the things that he cannot do, which is all the short, tiny people things that I get to do that he doesn't.
I was going to say, pleasure a woman.
Yeah. All of that was just like a longer version of no. He never got his revenge on
Don't worry,
Thrillbilly.
he's got friends. Kyle's got friends that'll step up for him. Guys like me with a big old pipe.
Check this out, though. Check that. He
Ryan
has,
Idol
they have
and
tried to get me to get back into ring shape because I realized I was not in shape for that match. So check that out. Yeah, baby.
You were a shape.
Oh, I look great.
Oh man.
Thing.
I'm like he looks like an egg, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, coming up, we've got all sorts of conversation for you. We're gonna have Alex Misery on the show. We are the main roster, says EC3. Right there. Big congratulations to the man who is coming up, going to get a world title opportunity in the NWA proper in a cage match against Tom Latimer. Folks, that's going to be on an upcoming episode of NWA Power, which consequently is on Tuesdays at 6:05 on the official X channel. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you have X right now, but you might as well get on board before it becomes a thing that you have to have legally. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are on there 6:05 p.m. on. Joe's trying not to laugh. We're going to be on there tomorrow night with a brand new episode of NWA Power. Check this out right there. Who is that large ass man in the background? I'm, of course, not talking about Paul Burchill. I'm, of course, talking about we have a debut on NWA Power this week, Tuesday, 6:05. It's Baba Thunder taking on Burchill. And now this man may look a little familiar to some people. He's been around. He's appeared in other promotions with slightly different names. And here he is in the National Wrestling Alliance. And from my understanding is literally he asked for this match against Burchill. And I don't know why, because I don't think these two men have ever met each other before.
Interesting. Wonder if there's some history we don't know about, Kyle. Could be.
Look,
There you go,
you know
boys.
what?
I just sent it to you.
It's always important because,
Okay.
folks, you need to learn your history because history can repeat itself no matter where you are. And I could tell you about some history that we've had in the National Wrestling Alliance between these two men, Alex Misery
Whoa.
and Lev. Now, they
These
are
guys hate each other.
the outcasts of the National Wrestling Alliance. And these two have found each other in a competitive manner. But I think we've all witnessed that these two have kind of had a begrudging friendship forming of sorts. Regardless, this is the first ever one must serve the other match where the winner of the match will take lead, I guess, will become the person that is followed.
I think they become an indentured servant. You can't be a slave, obviously, but you
Not
could.
that.
Unless we incarcerate them. So, like, if the loser gets incarcerated, then they could become a servant.
We're going to figure this one out, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what else?
I was going to say, if there's anybody that should know what that means,
bring
his book.
Bring him in.
the two of you.
Bring him in. I thought you were going to say the guy, the guest. They're there. But either way, let's.
I meant you two. I do. Before we bring on the guests, I do want to mention that Dealz just tonight, just because of you people in the chat, Dealz did break out this code. Cold Deals,
Yep.
20% off in the
Hold
shop
on.
all week long.
Brr.
Look at that.
Oh, it should have been Bubs.
Yeah,
Bubs
it should have been. He missed me.
So you could get like this cool beanie.
That's a
Look at
good
that
one.
thing.
Keep your
The
head
slime
warm.
balls t-shirt.
That's a hot shirt.
Seller.
Oh.
There it is.
Speaking of hot,
Real
That
talk.
guy.
Real talk. I have not been prepared. I had to go shopping this week for warmer clothing for the gym and everything of the sort. I wish I had that warm-up gear right there, Deals. You had it all. And if you're looking for an Avenge Kyle shirt, that's on there as well. Joe Galli still likes to
The photo
throw
looks like he's doing a GQ
you need
photo.
warmer clothing.
El
You don't-
Jefe, half
You don't have sleeves on. Where you don't even have sleeves.
and
Maybe
every
just wear sleeves.
I can't wear sleeves. They don't fit my shoulders and my chest right anymore. Regardless,
Don't
5-star
just
athlete.
Wear sleeves.
We've got Alex Misery wearing the power tank top, a gazoon tight to Bubs. I'm guessing that was Bubs.
Bueno.
That he's got it. Bueno. And Deals, you missed last week the opportunity to sell a shit ton of those shirts as Tiffany Nieves was on the program right here. And I found out afterwards, I thought the entire time she was just ignoring me on purpose. Turns out audio issue without Gary here. It all fell apart. She didn't even know I was here.
Jeez.
Story of your life, Kyle.
Which is funny because I was on the
pretty
screen
girl
the whole
didn't know,
time.
know you existed. Oh no!
I feel like that happened last time with
Yeah.
her.
It
And so I
did.
don't
It
know
did.
if I believe that. Yeah.
No, I got a text saying, "Why weren't you on the show, Kyle?" And I said, "I was there the whole time." And then like 5 minutes later, she goes, "I just looked back on the video. Couldn't hear you or see you the whole time. You're lucky I was there to cover for you, Kyle."
What a rib if Tiffany A just ignored Kyle on purpose and that's her gimmick on the show. Or B, also the person that texts Kyle is not Tiffany Nieves and Kyle doesn't have a real number. So,
Could
We
be.
actually, Joe and I have had a conversation where I went, "What if this entire time WPC is not the person in our chat? What if in our text thread it's not Billy?"
It's somebody else.
It's been Chloe the whole time.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Oh,
which, if you
man.
want to see some very entertaining non-rock,
Hey, I did that. I did that thing you asked me about. What are you talking about? Right.
If you ever want to see non-rock star stuff and see like the human being behind the rock star, he hates it when I bring this stuff up. If you follow Chloe Mandel on social media, Billy tends to pop up on his wife's social media randomly at like Chuck E. Cheese's and things like that, just poking the pregnant bear. It's amazing.
And she made scones.
She
Great
did.
scone recipe.
The cooking segments, I
that's
told
right.
him this is season 2. This is season 2 of the reality show. It should just be them doing normal everyday people things and seeing how frustrating being a normal person is.
You know who I think should be the star of season 2? Alex Misery.
Hey!
happy birthday,
Oh.
Jevin Music Van. They didn't get the cue. I wanted to say that, but we're going to welcome.
When
Alex Misery. There
madness
he is.
reigns and misery thrives. See, I had a vision, ladies and gentlemen. I had a vision, and on that vision, on that mountain of chaos, I arose, and next to me was Lev. See, I have a vision for Lev. He is lost. He needs some guidance. And tomorrow is just the fun. So all the good stuff's about to start. All the great plans. The vision is coming to light. Yes.
So it is true what I hear that misery loves company, and you are looking to garner some amount of followers with the National Wrestling Alliance.
I wouldn't say misery loves company. Think about it like a cult leader. I don't know if you want to say
Correct?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say certain people in here, but I'm just gonna a certain Manson, certain
Oh.
I don't know, certain Manson. I don't know.
You're gonna
See,
name
but there
them.
is
Stay
a
away
vision
from the
there.
Hollywood Hills. They've
There
burned
is
it
a
up.
vision. There is a vision that needs to be fulfilled. And tomorrow I have that opportunity. But we can't get ahead of ourselves. Let's build to that. Let's how are you guys doing? You said it was a little cold over here in Florida. No, it's not. What do you mean?
Is that where you are?
Yes, he is in Florida. In fact, I found
Thank
myself
God.
on an
I'm not in
airplane
Florida.
with him,
So.
and we had
It's all a
conversations
lie.
during that. And he
Listen,
said,
Gary, you're just lucky. You're just lucky, all right? I had to be here today. I couldn't spoil the fun. I couldn't tell you how I got into your house. Come on. Who does that? Who's gonna snitch on themselves? Come on.
We're always
Come on,
worried.
man.
You could be broadcasting from your basement right now, Gary.
Yeah, you mean
In the
your
house,
attic?
Gary.
Or your attic.
I was gonna say,
I had
yeah.
said, we're
Wait,
always
hold up. Can you hear me? No, can't hear me.
Gary, I had
What
said
is
we're
that?
always concerned that he's going to be in your backyard, and he goes, "Well, I mean, I don't think it's that far of a walk." And I said, "Why would you walk?" And he goes, "Kyle, I usually don't take planes. I like to have time to learn and have my thoughts and experience the world around me, and so I like to walk from location to location." And I said, "Like where?" And he goes, "When I was younger, I used to walk from Orlando to Tampa every time."
True
I
story. True
And I was
story.
like, "That's a 2-hour drive." And he goes, "It's a longer walk."
7 hours.
He's got them
That's
long
7
legs.
hours, 8
now.
hours. That's
You got them short
little.
little legs. He got the long legs. It's like a greyhound versus.
He takes 3 steps. It's a mile.
Yeah.
But like,
Listen, I would do anything just to cause madness. So if I had to walk to Tampa, then I would walk to Tampa. I mean, wouldn't you? Maybe not.
Look, we're gonna make some travel adjustments here. You don't need that plane ticket now.
no, he doesn't need that. In fact, coming up, he's going to be late to the show. It's an early show this coming Sunday, 2 to 5 p.m. You're going to have to leave pretty early to walk your ass down there.
So did you have earphones in playing the theme from the end of the Incredible Hulk while you were walking?
Speaking of which, did that earphone, did the
I was
headphone situation ever get solved?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. Okay, I can't spoil the fun. What's the point of that? Where's the mystery?
Oh.
You know, what's the point of mystery?
No. Well, the mystery is tomorrow night in NWA Power, who is going to be the one that leads Alex Misery against Lev. Well, Spartans. Is that EC3 pretending to be Donald Trump in the chat?
No, I think it's that guy that's loves Natalia Markova more than life itself.
Oh,
Yes.
That guy. I'm pretty sure. If
He's
I'm wrong,
he's
tell me in
in
the chat.
under his
No,
name.
it's Matt. Matt, if you follow Natalia Markova on X,
Have
seen
you
Matt.
acknowledged that EC3 is
Number
in
one
the chat? He's in the chat under his Christian
he
name.
is in the chat, but I know these guys. They propagandize a bunch of things. And as of late, have you guys seen this whole thing where EC3 is starting to refer to himself as an overlord?
See, there he is right there, EC3.
Okay, he's just rubbing it in my face. How is that even fair?
Are you a Marilyn Manson fan?
Hell yeah! Come on. Am I a Marilyn Manson?
I know. I didn't want to
Listen to a lot of Sabrina Carpenter and
I pegged you more for like Slayer.
yeah.
I mean,
I both
I have
bought
a
the
very-
Randy Lumineers album on pre-order. I know that.
Obituary, you know,
Hell yeah.
Corpse, you know.
Scrolling
I have a very unique playlist. It goes from Cannibal Corpse to Die Hard to Smashing Pumpkins to My Chemical Romance to All of a Sudden it's
3 inches of blood feels like it'd be for you.
I saw Cannibal Corpse once. It was like a bunch of Cookie Monsters.
Actually, I'm glad Alex is here because this just popped up in the chat. Are there any new women's tag teams coming in? And of course, we know that the Money Birds are going to be making their NWA debut coming up very shortly. Alex, are there any female, tag teams in the world of professional wrestling that are in your hemisphere, in your vibe, that you're thinking about maybe might be a good fit for the National Wrestling Alliance?
there's too much misery, there's too much crazy, there's too much. I have my eyes set on certain people. I
Probably
mean,
a pair of vampire bats.
yeah, I mean, if they're not really,
Who's going to join the cult is what I want to know. Who's going to join the cult of misery?
Well, apparently Lev.
I was going to say Lev tomorrow night.
Unless Lev
potentially.
wins.
Yeah,
Now,
what
wait a
happens
minute,
if
no.
Lev wins, though?
Misery, what's
Lev
going to happen?
will
if
not
wins?
listen.
The
The problem with Lev is that he's lost. I've said it before. He is lost. You cannot be lost. You must go in there confident, knowing what you want. Determination, unhinged chaos. If you're going in and that bell rings and you don't know what you're doing, then I'm sorry to say that it's not going to be your day. Because when you're across the ring from me, it's game over. If you're not willing to fight, I'll do it for you. Simple as that.
Well, you know what? If you win tomorrow night, obviously you will be leading whatever this tandem is. And we've seen you in action multiple times. And I have to ask, is there any championship gold that you're focused on the NWA? Because tomorrow night in NWA Power, Alex Taylor, the NWA World Junior Heavyweight Champion, will be in a non-title match against Hunter. And I have to ask, Is this something that you are thinking about pursuing? Is your eyes on the prize? Are you thinking about, if I get Lev to follow me, what would be next in order to heighten my esteem here?
See, it's all in the vision. It's all in the dream that I had. See, I do have my eyes on that junior heavyweight. I do. But see, if I can get Lev to just join me, think about not only just that title, but we can go for the tag titles as well. And the Kazanas, I have my eyes on you. I've been watching you since day one. Since I got there at the first Solid, I've been watching what you guys are capable. So if I can get Lev to just become one with Misery, you never know what might happen. It might be the tag. It might be Alex Taylor. Only time knows.
You know, Alex Taylor last year, NWA Crockett Cup, won the cup in the tournament. And here we are, the Crockett Cup, very fastly approaching. We got more news on that. Joe and I are working hard to give you all that information there. So Misery and Lev, you're telling me we could see in the Crockett Cup in the tag team division as this year goes on?
Anything is possible, and I am a guy that I take opportunity and I grab it by the throat. So if that opportunity presents, oh, you bet your ass I'm going to be right there, front of the line, and I'll fight and I'll kick anybody that I have to fight. I don't care. I'll step on anybody's throat.
What about Carson?
Carson Drake, TV title.
You want to fight Carson Drake? He's got them slime balls. And slime balls follow his cult.
They do.
I don't know. Slime balls seem to have a very similar path, but I don't know. Maybe time will tell.
This is an interesting question. Let's see how to answer this. What kind of company does Misery love?
I don't want to spoil the fun. You know, I just want you guys to enjoy the journey. See, I can't tell you if I enjoy the company or not. See, I can't really tell you because I haven't gone through that myself. It's all a matter about tomorrow. We have to find out tomorrow. Tomorrow, will I have that fun, that enjoyment? Will I really enjoy the company? See, only time will tell.
Well, Alex, you definitely already caught someone's attention there because Joe Kazana's in the chat. Interesting you bring up the gents.
What if it's not Joe? I mean,
well,
it could be any of the Kazanas. It could be Dan. Dan runs a lot of their stuff.
True, it's possible. Says my advice to you, kid: concentrate on your match with Lev and leave the tag team wrestling to them.
See, they like to do it by the book, but let me tell you about the book that I carry. I call it the book of pit. You don't want, listen, this book of misery, you just don't want it. You don't want none of it. You know, it's kind of like the dark hold. You know, when you watch Doctor Strange, you don't want to get your hands on it. It corrupts you. You don't. I should stay my way. I pray that tomorrow Lev can bring me the fight that he has. Because if I gain control, you better keep your eyes open. Because I'm right around the corner. I'm just right there. Gary, I'm right behind your house, and I can see you. I could be right outside Kazana's place as well, and I can stalk them as well. Simple.
Well, it's good because EC3 just brought up, what kind of egomaniac, a narcissist, names their promotion after themselves? It's a great point. Exodus. You know, that one's not weird.
No,
but yeah, he's absolutely right.
No.
NWA.
Yeah, it's not like it's like McMahon Championship Wrestling or something. You know, that's a good point.
Are you telling me that the Kazanas are narcissistic egomaniacs?
It's not.
I don't know, but it seems like they're hungry for power. And I've seen this in a lot of movies, and I've seen this on a lot of TV shows and everywhere. And I just know exactly where the weakness is. Anybody that can call the promotion by their names are easy to take down. Narcissistic.
Look at that. Well, everybody in the chat, I was just going to click on the same thing there. Back to Alex Misery. Alex, we have seen you every time you've been in an NWA ring essentially put your own self at risk in order to win. Is there anything that you are not willing to do to win a match?
I don't care. Anything that it takes, I'll do it. If I got to toss myself from the highest building, the tallest place, I don't care. If it means that I have to win championship gold, I'll do it. Because that's what a champion does. He fights until the end. And I am a real champion. I have a champion fighting spirit. So if I got to toss myself around a couple times, oh, so be it. So be it. It only makes me stronger, don't it? Alex Misery.
I've seen Alex's shows, like checking out spots where I've even seen the boss like have to step in and be like, no.
Stop.
Yeah.
No.
Very true.
Don't even look in that direction.
Ooh,
And,
see,
Oh,
but
wait a minute
sometimes
here.
you just can't
This is
stop it. You can't stop the thrill. It's in my blood. It's in my veins. What can I say?
You should wrestle your pal Sal.
Yeah, Alex, he's gonna whoop your ass right here. Says
And also, speaking of blood in the veins, we all know the blood pumps through the heart, and we have coming up, speaking of NWA JCP, Heartbreakers and Troublemakers, coming at you February 7th in Decatur, Tennessee at Meigs North Elementary School. I didn't know they had schools there.
Oh, schools. Who needs education when you just need to know how to fight
Wow.
and defend
I'm
yourself?
feuding with AJ Kazan
Wow.
in real life right now. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
but you don't have to feud with the entire
No, it's
state
no
of
heat with
Tennessee.
them. It's
Like,
no
yeah,
heat with them. It's
please.
just with AJ. Ladies and gentlemen, though, tickets are available at the door.
Why are
and
you
can
going to feud
reach
with
out to
everybody
them.
from Tennessee?
Yeah, what's the deal?
Like, yeah, what's your problem? Mr. Connecticut over here? Come on now.
Kid Connecticut, baby.
Oh,
That's
it's
my rap name.
You're Mr. Connecticut now, dog. Ain't no kid involved.
42 is not old, Joe. It just feels old. Misery, are you going to be traveling throughout the NWA territory system anytime soon? Anything that we should be looking out for you?
I don't know. All you need to know is that my eyes are set. Yes, have I been watching someplace? Have I been watching something? Yeah, have I been watching Joe Kazana? Yes, I've been watching Joe Kazana promotions. Why?
He's scared.
Because they need a little bit of madness. See, it's a little black and blue. They just need a little bit of red. A little bit of red. Yes. Just maybe a bunch of red. Maybe a little bit of drip there. Yeah, maybe I've been watching Exodus. I don't know. You just never know. What Misery wants, Misery gets. So if I have to toss myself again just to get to somewhere, just to get to my destination, then so be it.
What Misery
So
wants,
be
Misery
it.
gets. It's a good t-shirt.
But I'm
by the way.
watching all you guys. I'm watching NWA Chicago. I'm watching all you guys. All of you. My eyes are on you.
Are you more heartbreaker or troublemaker? The chat wants to know.
The troublemaker, of course. Come on. Who cares
while we're
about
on-
hearts? Who cares about this love? This crap of what? Do I look like a guy that loves? Come
Hey,
on.
EC said you can get in the battle royal if you walk to Cleveland.
This is good to know. I was going to say, what's next in the chat? They're going to ask, what are some of your turn-ons and turn-offs?
On your way, just stop in St. Louis, have a couple matches WLW, and I just start walking with your bindle stick.
No, St. Louis is that way. Cleveland is this way. From
Well,
where
you
he's
can
at.
kinda-
So I'm
Straight up.
walking now.
It just depends. You don't want to walk in snow too. You got to kind of adjust it for the weather.
I don't mind snow. I love the snow. Snow's nothing for me. I'll swim in snow.
And snow. Well, that would be quite the paradox. And speaking of which, Paradox is a live TV taping coming up February 23rd. You can watch Damage, Hunter Drake, Sam Stackhouse, and more stars of the National Wrestling Alliance as NWA Texas is brought to you by the Dog Pound. Tickets available
my dog's at?
at liveevents.com.
That's what I'm talking about. You have your event at Big's Burger Joint. That's
I keep on being told it's delicious. I need to
Oh,
go
God.
one day.
that's
Kyle
my
would
kind of
like-
show.
Kyle should be
What are you
booked there
talking
for every single taping.
Burgers?
Because Kyle would
It's a
love
long
it.
drive.
You should be like Alex Misery and just walk there yourself. It's worth it, Kyle.
Hey,
Well, you know what else is worth it? Watching NWA
Whoa!
Texas again, but this time brought to you by TSW Wrestling.
Good
It
burger
is
place down
tough.
the road.
Texas TV live taping Saturday, March 1st, again at the OC Theater, a place that we know as well. We just had NWA Shockwave there, and you could be part of the action live and in person. Tickets available at
Some parking in the
tswplus.com.
Dog's at.
This is a fun game I like to play called Making Segways.
Yeah, it's good.
Here,
It's good.
With your Mountain Dew.
Is that a
Oh.
guitar?
Does
think-
Alex Misery play guitar?
I do a bunch of things. I play guitar. I'm a
Well.
vocalist. I play drums.
I'm glad
Anything.
that you noticed.
Anything to call the young audience.
All this guitar talk got me thinking of a guy I know that plays guitar, and that's NWA President William Patrick Corrigan and frontman of the Smashing Pumpkins, who will be part of the action. It is NWA Chicago Road to Gold, March 7th. It's a Friday, folks. It's coming at you at Green
Joe almost
Bay
got us
Road
kicked
at
off
Studio
YouTube
One
for
Studio.
how accurate that
It's
was.
just for bad singing.
Go to NWA liveevents.com right now for tickets.
I was being sarcastic, by the way, boss. If you watch this,
It's fine because if we get kicked off, it's going to be hard times for all of us. And speaking of hard times, coming up on March 22nd,
Oh, yeah. Hard times. Let's go.
Dothan, Alabama.
Alabama, are you ready to feel the madness again? Are you ready to feel? Oh my God! Because let me tell you, I thought of the next spot that I wanted to jump out of. You don't even know what's up. You don't even know what's up.
You
It's
know,
about what's going down.
Alex
Happy
gets
sponsor
familiar
fee.
with the venue, and then all bets are off.
I wrote a little
Too
note
much
on there
time,
that
too
says
much time
procure
given to-
insurance for Dothan because I knew Alex was going to be on the podcast.
We need to get the best insurance possible.
only the
All
best
the insurance.
Only
Oh,
insurance can stop
best
the madness. That's
ever.
what I love to say.
The best insurance.
And
Alex, is there
speaking
anybody
of
in-
the
oh,
best
well, never
insurance?
mind.
I want to give a shout out to our insurance company for bringing it all together.
I thought it was your
World
show,
Wrestling
Gary.
is also going to have a shout out
God damn.
February 8th. It's the Harley
I
Race
hate
Wrestling
this.
Arena. You go to NWA-liveevents.com for tickets.
I've got to think about. You have to choose your words carefully to see if it's going to be like Kyle segues it into a promo about a show coming
Yeah,
up.
you're
Yeah, but
trying
the beauty
to
part
zig.
is-
Let's just get
You're
it
trying
out of
to
the way.
zig.
Kyle, is there
I'm
anything
trying to
else?
zag. But you know what happens when you zig and zag? Sometimes they meet and sometimes they form a
I
square
like the madness
circle.
going on in this show. I can do this all day. Holy crap.
Indianapolis, Indiana. I almost said Indianapolis.
Come on, Kyle. Come on.
Stars of the National Wrestling Alliance are going to be in full
Hey,
effect April
Deal
25th through
machine.
26th.
Deal
Is
machine.
that deals?
Yeah, it is. In fact, Dealz,
up,
can you
brother.
tell us a little bit about this? Because I know you, sir, probably set us up being there.
I did.
I
Yeah,
know
and there's going to be more to be added too. And it's a good convention. Me and Tiffany Nieves were there last year.
it.
And Ed
It
Gonzalez loves the NWA, and he wanted to have a whole NWA section and all that kind of stuff. And there's going to be more to be added. It's a
More to
giant
be
con.
added,
It's very good.
What if I smack somebody with this? Can I do it?
Oh, like Double
It would
J?
hurt.
No, this is better than that though. This is
Yeah,
real
leave-
misery here, baby. Yeah.
If you
Double
go to the
J-
show,
Oh, it's hurt.
do it in Tampa
That
because
one's
then you
done.
don't have to carry it on the plane. You could just walk it to Tampa.
Yeah,
Because
walk
I don't
up to
think-
Tampa,
I
hit
don't
some-
think
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to pay for the carry-on.
You know, you guys gave me the idea of the fireworks last time. You guys are screwed because I'm actually gonna do it. The guitar, I'm actually gonna do it. So Tampa, don't you telling me to do these things? You're putting me in a contradicting situation. You know.
Hey, Andre thinks you're cooler than Daisy Gill.
Whoa.
See, I don't want to step across Daisy. Daisy's a really good musician, and
He is a great musician.
I really like that Immortal song that they came up with.
That is a good song.
It's
Yeah.
catchy. It gets in your head. Like you can't.
Yeah, it really did. Yeah, for 2 weeks I was singing it. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that.
Speaking of music, I have a spoiler for you. There may or may not debuting on Power this week a song by Knox and Murdoch.
What?
Wow.
Well, we lost Alex Misery, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us.
All right.
I have it on good information that is likely a thing that you'll get to
It's a
experience
pop
this week.
song, too.
Oh no, you ruined it.
It's a ditty.
See, I was picturing them more I don't know, more Pantera style. You know what I mean? I
was
just
thinking
picture
more
them
like
kicking
Hank
ass
Williams.
and punching faces and shit. Dude.
I would think more country coming out of those two.
Yeah,
Really.
yeah.
That
I was
means
more
that
like-
means that you would
Country, I don't know.
That means you
They're
live-
strong. They're strong men. I just don't see them coming up as country.
Oh,
They're just
you know
like,
what? Knox would have
Pantera.
a
Yeah.
tribal chant like he was in a sweat lodge somewhere. And he
that
was
means
just
you and
like-
Lev have to do a disco hit to
Oh,
counteract the
please?
pop hit.
Oh, my gosh.
I'll do emo. That's as far as I go because I don't even.
Panic
I
at the
would do
Misery.
black metal usually, but I'll do emo. That's it.
All right. Okay, well then do a Venom version then,
I'll step out of my comfort zone. Oh my god, you guys are literally going to be so miserable.
That's your job.
It's your
Oh,
name.
he was at the Papua New Guinea
If
concert.
it wasn't your name, I would expect nothing less.
I don't know. It depends. I can actually make pretty decent music, but if I really want to make you suffer,
I mean, if
Where-
I was going to suffer, I'd play by the book right now, and I'm not going to do
Alex, Andrew
Oh,
wants to know who's your favorite musician? And you can't say Dave.
I don't want to put like a number one list because there's a lot of great musicians, but I will say that a person like a singer, Mitch Lucker from Suicide Silence, because he's the guy that got me to do my vocals, and when I started doing music and stuff like that, like he's the guy that practically got me up there, listening to him.
That's cool.
So, yeah.
If you were doubting that Matt B is the Matt we were talking about, now you know.
He's the one.
Don't let Brian find out.
I think broke Alex with.
He's laughing at the nothing will ever be by the book, obviously.
Yeah.
Not the fact that we can't afford to book Jesus. That's too bad.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah.
Yeah, he worked WWE that one time. He's not going to come back. He's
that was his dad.
Yeah,
that was his dad.
Oh, we could get the son. Okay.
So I don't know. How much the fee is.
Oh no, yeah, that's right.
We have gone off the rails, ladies and gentlemen. And here's a quick reminder: if you're just joining us, we are joined by Alex Misery, who tomorrow night will be in action on NWA Power. It is one must-lead match. Who will end up being the one there? Alex Misery, Lev, who will serve the other? You're going to have to tune in to find out. And while you're there, there's plenty more action to come, including the debut of Baba Thunder as he takes on the Ripper Burchill. We'll also have Blunt Force Trauma in action with Aaron Stevens. These guys have been on a tear ever since losing the NWA World Tag Team titles. And then also, of course, we have 6-man tag team action. We talked about this. Will it be by the book, gentlemen? And Jumpin' Joe Kazana. That's right. That's not his name. I just like alliteration. Versus the Rewind Society and Christian Anderson. And then, of course, the man, the myth himself, Alex Taylor, non-title action. He'll be going against Hunter, a young upstart coming to us from NWA Crossfire. In fact, I
love that they both hit the same pose. That was kind of nice.
Oh, they did. Well, Hunter is from the South. He could be one of the Southern Six for all we know. Will we see this match in competition, or are we going to see a new reveal? You're going to have to tune in.
Yeah, that's true. Find
all this and more. 6:05 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night, exclusively airing on X. At NWA is our X account. You can go there right now.
Oh, that big Dracula brother. You see him? He got the thing.
Yeah.
How Dracula sound? Wait, Kyle saw Nosferatu. What's Dracula?
Oh, I walked out of Nosferatu.
What?
Machine.
Was it bad?
We gotta talk about this.
Okay.
Yeah.
That killed me. I walked out.
I had an edible.
Welcome to Cinema Sock, ladies and gentlemen.
I had an edible. Cinema Sock is Gary's other podcast.
Misery was Alex. I'm sure
Samantha really wanted to see it, so I gave blood recently because you should always donate blood, ladies and gentlemen. It's very important, especially if you're kind of a universal donor like some of us are.
Give blood to me. Give blood to me. Thank you.
And the fact of the matter is, they gave me free movie tickets, so we finally were like, let's go see Nosferatu. She wanted to see it. I was excited. It was so just over the top campy when it was trying to be scary that it was. I swear, people in that movie were purposely putting in funny performances. There's no doubt about it.
I think Willem Dafoe was like letting it go, but like it was in Cinema Shock. It was Justin Bishop, one of the other hosts on Cinema Shock. It was like his number 2 movie of the year.
Craven,
you see
Craven, and Kick-Ass.
Not that
I want to do it. I want to do a movie too. Imagine Misery in the movie. Ooh.
Yeah,
I could be a psychotic killer. I could be something. I saw Max had a movie recently that was pretty.
Max has got 2 movies coming out.
Hold on,
like that's pretty cool. I want to kill somebody in the movie.
Misery.
I don't know. No. Gary, you saw Nosferatu, right?
Yeah, I saw it.
1922.
Was the middle of the movie when the ship came to the United States?
Yeah, I'd say that's like getting towards the end of the second act.
If I had stayed past that, would I have not been laughing as much as I was laughing earlier in the movie?
I think you would have laughed more, actually. Like if it, because when there's a scene where Willem Dafoe just like sets a whole like what do you call it, like a mausoleum on fire, and he goes wild. So
favorite performance in the whole movie. Performance in the whole movie. The dude who wasn't allowed because of copyrights, in case anybody knows this, it's Bram Stoker's Dracula, but they changed the names of everybody because there was lawsuits involved. Homeboy, who's in the insane asylum, is my favorite performance in the entire
Renfield.
movie.
He was great.
Yeah. Renfield guy was psychotic and fantastic.
Matt B points out that Nosferatu is the guy from SpongeBob.
That'd be pretty cool. Posing the new
He might be
Matt
right.
B is actually right that like Nosferatu got a lot of love and is very popular now because of SpongeBob. Like it, like
Who
it
knew?
has the historical value, but SpongeBob brought it back.
Get Alex
Like,
on SpongeBob.
And the reason Samantha wanted to leave is she was told the movie was very sexy, and she thought it was going to be. She's like, I love vampires, I love this type of stuff, I love goth, and so everybody was like, oh, it's so erotic, and she went to it, and she's like, this is not what I signed up for. I don't want old, bald, weird vampire. I need sexy vampire.
Yeah,
I don't need him getting in people's dreams and making them wither around in passion.
if you've ever seen Nosferatu, like that, or the Werner Herzog version of it from the 70s. Nosferatu's not sexy vampire.
No, he never was.
Ooh, they are speaking to me and they're telling me to do wild things. I don't know what's going to happen. All I know is something crazy is about to happen tomorrow. So I hope you are ready because madness calls.
This is how much I lost it. That's how much I lost control that Alex Misery had to put us back in line.
And
that
left
is
the show.
left.
Brian Werner Herzog.
Well, he is predicted, or I guess guaranteed. He's like Joey Namath. It's kind of Super Bowl time. He guaranteed that he's going to beat Lev. So
I guess we're gonna have to tune in to.
I'm going to go. He might be right. I'm going to put 20
I agree. Nosferatu from that.
What is the hash slinging slasher? I actually had corned beef hash.
That is from SpongeBob SquarePants.
I had corned beef hash for breakfast today, and it was delicious.
You are not educated in SpongeBob SquarePants.
I am not.
I like that Herzog. That's good.
Oh, I can do a very good Herzog.
Show the code again.
Yes.
Bring the code up on the screen.
We live in an existence that is futile.
They made that on the fly at the start.
Only 20% off. I would love to hear Werner Herzog like shell out and be a podcast host.
When you
and, like, just be like,
use the code, imagine yourself in the warm embrace of the vacuum of space as you've been sucked into the ether. Your air leaves your lungs, but you gain 20% off in the shop all week.
What the F is up, Kyle Davis? That's what he said right there.
Who put that? Where am I saying that?
It says Brandon A.
Oh, no. That's what I said. Jumping joke is in. I just like alliteration.
No, not that one. It's down here.
Are more people saying what the F is up?
Yeah.
It's just a new thing.
Wrong with
you know nothing. Not my blood pressure, baby. I'm feeling really chill right now.
Look at this.
The gains
SpongeBob was my go-to. What do you think that's what means? I'm gonna say fart. SpongeBob was my go-to fart and chill show.
Here's a territory question. I can't answer it though because I don't know.
What's the workout routine? Oh, that's the wrong thing.
Yes, it is sadness and potatoes. That is his workout.
I've got.
I will talk to you about this. He's been posting about it on socials.
I've got an app called Fitbod on my phone that every day gives me new workouts. I have a girlfriend that wants to exercise, so I do that. And then, yes, we do eat horribly to maintain our gains. That's absolutely correct.
I'll share that. I went to the doctor today, and everything was good. And the doctor was like, "Hey, here's what you should do. You should lose weight."
But everything was good. Gary,
everything was good. He's like, you're very lucky that you don't seem to care about this, but eventually you will because you'll be ruined. So do something about it now. So
Gary, you're such a tall man that if you get jacked, I will be scared.
Unlike Kyle Davis.
And also, Joe Galli would love to have been able to go to a doctor, unlike what you did today, because this man cannot find a doctor.
The American healthcare system is terrible. I'm unable to get a primary care physician, so I must rely on emergency.
I'm very lucky that my wife works in the healthcare system and got me in there. She was also very lucky that the doctor said that to me because she didn't want to have to, I think.
We have decided that the Affordable Care Act, since everybody apparently thinks it won't last long, is refusing now and being like, we're not going to take new people that have it because we know it's going to be gone next week. So we'll see what happens. But when in Rome, just like EC3,
I was waiting for you to segue out of that.
Yeah, I was going to segue way into it. Because, again, you could be a part of the action in Cleveland, Ohio. When in Rome 2 is coming up. You can witness EC3. You could witness Richard Holiday. You could see all the stars of Exodus Pro, including our favorite, Tiffany Nieves, who ignored me last week on this. And you could catch it up on YouTube and watch it if you wanted to.
In these trying times in the year of our Lord 2025, one thing that can always bring me comfort is consistency, like the consistency of this show, the consistency that Alex Misery is going to do something nuts tomorrow night on NWA Power. And also that if you watch this live stream, you know that you're going to get a moment of Sal.
Snow serves as a friendly reminder that though a path may have already been walked, it's never too late to make it your own. Follow me?
One take.
Another thing that brings me comfort. Yeah, you know it was one take because of the footprints, right?
Yes.
They got a rake.
Or we're back.
Covered it. It don't.
I was gonna say, or we could. I don't. We could go back to the footsteps with Jesus thing.
Patrick,
I am a full circle, and he's carrying him. So
Patrick, I am aware, but I don't know if the rule still applies.
Yeah, this right there. Danny Dealz and I both worked for the NWA pre-Lightning One era too. Just in case anybody was curious.
Yeah, Kyle did also.
That's
Empire
right. I used
State
to manage the NWA World Tag Team Champions. The players.
I am aware of that, but I don't know if it's still in standing.
I like this. Andrew, you're right. Sal is creepy and weird. One of my favorite things is the idea that, like, say during that video just now, there was like a neighbor kid somewhere who just was like on the internet, and they happen to look out their window and they see Sal coming out of the woods looking like that. And
the kid probably recorded it. That might be security cam footage.
I got home the other day.
They're going to remember it for the rest of their life.
This little kid started skipping and following Samantha and I to the door, singing, and then stopped at our door as we were opening it. And I was purposely ignoring this little girl. Stopped singing and stared at us as we walked into the apartment. It was the creepiest thing ever because all I could think of is, I don't know if that was a ghost of a dead girl.
Could have been.
It was.
Anyway, it was haunting the dreams of everyone who ever wronged you.
Now you're stuck in it. That's what happened to me when I had that Mama Storm gear on. I was walking around talking to everybody the way, oh, Joseph. Yes.
That's not true. That boy is tan and jacked right now. You can't see it under the suit, but he is making gains.
Who's that? Sizzler? Oh,
Sizzler, yeah. Sizowski.
Yeah, he's ready for something.
Oh, yeah. What are we talking about in the chat about Umaga's son?
I don't know. I lost for that.
Zilla is in the chat, and so people are asking if he's related to.
There's a Zilla.
Yeah.
All right. So. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we talked about power. We talked about everything coming up in the National Wrestling Alliance. You hung out with us. Oh no, he opened a portal. That's what it was. That's why the girl was haunting me. It's the portal that Alex Misery opened with that sound.
I hope you're using that portal to go to Kyle's house every once in a while instead of just mine.
He doesn't live that far away from me. Actually.
Yeah, he really could just haunt Kyle.
Patrick,
do you know what I found out?
In fact,
here's a fun fact. I live 26 minutes from the Sausage Castle. That's frightening.
Oh, nice.
That's frightening.
Okay.
Unless you like sausage.
To the Sausage Castle, tell us in the comments what you did there.
And tell me what I should do there Sunday night.
He's talking about Mike Busey, who has appeared on NWA Power.
He has.
Yeah.
And we might be doing a little something there next weekend.
You guys like sausage?
Oh, look at that.
I love sausage. Spicy
I love
sausage.
castles.
Kielbasa.
But not castles and Nosferatu.
Kabasi.
Mm-hmm.
Gary and Dealz, you've been away for a week now, and I just wanted to ask, let's do high point, low point. What was the high point of the last week of your life away from us?
The last week of our life away. I was in Charleston, South Carolina.
Drinking Presidente on the beach.
It's a good one.
I'm jealous.
That was the high point. What was the low point?
Low point is that
Dealz is like, we talked about it before we went live. Where is it?
Mine is that I have another job, and it is brutal. So that is It's been taking up lots of hours. So
My high point is being on this podcast, but all things must come to an end. Isn't that right, Gary?
that is true. And it's time because we're at the top of the hour. And as much as we love hanging out with all you people,
this is for nothing.
Cut my arm.
yeah, look at this. Cold deals, 20% off in the shop all week. He made that deal for you tonight. So
They saw me going like
Go to the
this.
shop. Yeah. So
Computer
go
was
over
on it the whole time.
nationalwrestlingalliance.com, hit the shop button, and take advantage of your 20% off for the live stream. That's good stuff.
Get you one of these. There's a bottom that comes with this. So yeah.
He's not showing it. He didn't put on the bottom, so he
Not
can't
today.
show you that. But
I wore it in my trip though.
Al vaping? Kyle's got them.
he's ready. He's ready. He's already ready to move on. So no, as much as we love hanging out with you guys, all good things must come to an end. But we're gonna be right back here next week with a new guest. Mondays, every Monday, you're gonna find us right here on the YouTube channel, 7 p.m. ish Eastern, and we can't wait to see you then. Until then, get through the rest of your week by enjoying a gravy cake. Good night, everybody.